Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. My wife was unfaithful. Even now, saying that out loud feels like swallowing fire. You never imagine the person you built your world around would be the one to shatter it. But that's the thing about betrayal, it only comes from people you trusted. I found out on an ordinary Tuesday. I'd come home early, planning to surprise her with dinner. Instead, I was the one who got blindsided. Her phone buzzed on the counter. Without thinking, I glanced at the screen. Last night was unforgettable. I can still smell your perfume. Those words hit me like a bomb going off in my chest. My hands went numb. My heartbeat hollowed out. When she walked out of the bathroom, humming like everything was perfectly normal, I met her eyes and said just one thing. I know. All the color drained from her face. But instead of guilt, she showed me something worse, indifference. I'm sorry, she whispered. I don't love you anymore. 10 years. Gone in a breath. I packed a bag and walked out. I couldn't stay in that house for another second. The only place I could think to go was my best friend Ryan's. He didn't pry when he opened the door and saw me standing there with a duffel bag and a hollow stare. He just said, "Stay as long as you want." What I didn't expect was that his sister Emily was there too. I'd known her for years, smart, steady, observant. The kind of person who saw more than she said. That first night I barely slept. I lay awake in the guest room replaying lies I didn't know were lies, smiles I thought were real. Underneath all of it, a new feeling simmered, the desire for revenge, though I had no idea what that meant yet. The next morning, Emily knocked softly on the door. "Breakfast?" she asked. Her voice was gentle but firm. We sat at the table. She studied me for a long moment before speaking. "She doesn't deserve your silence." I frowned. "What are you talking about?" Emily leaned in. "Your silence protects her. And she's done more than just cheat." My blood ran cold. Then she told me. Emily had seen my wife around town, not just with one man but with several. Careless. Bull. Acting like her double life was a hobby. Emily had kept it to herself, not wanting to interfere. But now, seeing me broken, she couldn't hold it back any longer. "She's been lying to you for over a year," Emily said quietly. "It wasn't one mistake. She's been living two lives." The rage that washed over me was like nothing I'd ever felt. In that moment, grief hardened into something sharp. Resolve. Over the next few days I stayed at Ryan's but talked with Emily constantly. She knew where my wife went, who she met, what she hid. Piece by piece she gave me clarity. And with clarity came a plan. I wasn't going to yell. I wasn't going to plead. I wasn't going to give her the power of my pain. I was going to dismantle the life she built on my trust. Step 1. The truth. With Emily's information and Ryan's help, I gathered proof, dates, photos, details. I put it all together and sent it not to her, but to the people whose opinions she valued. Her family, her friends, even her boss. The perfect life she flaunted crumbled overnight. Step 2. Freedom. She thought she'd keep the house, the savings, the future we'd planned. But I had already met with a lawyer. With the evidence I presented, and Emily's statement, everything shifted in my favor. When it was over, the house was mine to sell. The accounts were divided fairly. She was left trying to salvage what little she had left. Step 3 was personal. She assumed I'd be broken beyond repair. But Emily was there every day reminding me I wasn't weak, that betrayal doesn't define your worth, it reveals your boundaries. One night Emily and I sat outside on the porch, the sky full of stars. "You've lined everything up," she said. "Are you ready for what comes next?" I nodded. "I'm ready to rise. And I want her to see it." And that's exactly what happened. When the divorce finally went through, my wife called me crying, begging for another chance. "No," I said. "No hesitation. You made your choice. Now you live with it." For the first time in years I felt light. Unburdened. Emily didn't just give me information, she gave me strength, perspective, and the truth I needed to stand again. She reminded me that revenge isn't about destroying someone else. It's about rebuilding yourself so high that the person who hurt you can't touch you anymore. My wife cheated. I stayed with my best friend. His sister told me the secret that changed everything. That truth became the spark I needed, not to burn her life down but to ignite my own. Because betrayal cuts deep. But the one holding the knife isn't always the one who walks away victorious. Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers.